Hey, and welcome to another Chicago Beer Pass beer review. We're drinking them fresh now.
You know, the only time I look into the camera is when we do the reviews.
The intro
during
for
the pod, I never look in the camera.
So we often drink old beers on these beer reviews, but I have run out of mostly old beers.
Yeah. It was more of a cellar raid.
Yeah. There's still a few. We'll get to them at some point, but this is very fresh barrel-aged beer from Xoco. Oh, not Xoco.
Oh.
Cruz Blanca.
I remember Xoco.
Yeah.
Wicker Park.
Yeah, there's still the one.
Oh, there's one River North, too.
Yeah. From Cruz Blanca.
Yeah.
Similar.
The same guys. Rick Bayless has Lena Brava, and Lena Brava is next door to Cruz Blanca, which is the Rick Bayless brewery.
Yeah, and there's Xoco or Xoco
I think it's
chocolate
Xoco.
So there's Xoco chocolate in this beer, so that's why. Sorry, Cruz Blanca.
Right on. Because there was Xoco, Frontera Grill, and
Topolobumbo.
And Topolobumbo.
Yeah.
I've been to Topolobumbo.
Yeah, not my favorite. My least.
I went there for my birthday one year. I was like,
Okay.
this is the cutest dinner I've ever had.
Right,
It's adorable.
But I want someone to make me guacamole at the table.
Yeah, they're doing everything but that at Topolobumbo.
Right, but on this video, we are drinking the Lady Luminada.
Yeah. You know, Rick Bayless is always like, I remember some old Hotcast episodes. I want to say you guys were at fucking Rick Bayless's like patio or something.
His garden. His home garden in Bucktown.
Yeah.
We did a little interview with him.
Yeah, so he's been a huge fan of beer. He's got a podcast called The Feed. He's always gushing over like ciders and Belgian ales. He's a guy that, you know, he's a chef, but he's really, really into beer.
We should talk to him about some of these beers. We need to get on. I got an email going out to Lisa over there. We're going to have Jacob.
Hi, Lisa.
Who is the man behind these beers.
Yes.
And we're drinking them out of our Goose Island glasses.
Oh,
which is appropriate because he worked at Goose Island.
Yeah, I think there's a maybe couple, 2, 3 of the flock that resurfaced over at Cruz Blanca.
Yeah, but this is one of, is it 5 or 6 of this series that they released on Black Friday?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to buy them all. I was like, I'm gonna pick 3 that I want. I think there's 5, and there was 2 others. I had 1 on tap, and so I was like, I'm gonna pick 3 that sound good.
Well, we saw and we were picking these out just now. Ray Gordo and Andres the Giant.
Yes.
Yeah, which I was very curious about. But
this one is the Imperial Blonde with blueberry, elderberries, Xoco chocolate, aged in rum and rye whiskey barrels.
Yeah, that's a lot going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess enough taco talk.
Oh shit! It's purple.
Yeah, you did not see that coming, right? I saw someone get this on tap and was like, oh, I thought it would be like Guinness Blonde.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, they put the blonde ale in a barrel. Right on.
Right.
I wonder how it changed.
Blueberries they stain.
Yeah.
They change the color of everything. So.
Oh man.
But I haven't tried this yet. I only saw someone get it. I am blanking on the one I tried, which I probably mentioned on the episode when I went there over Black Friday. So I have not tried this whole lineup, so I'm excited to try this finally. And this was one that stood out to me, Imperial Blonde. I was like, oh, this is maybe the most exciting and the most interesting of the lineup for me.
Blueberry and elderberry on an Imperial Blonde. Man, it reminds me of something I had from them on tap, where it was like, it's a sour ale, but we put coffee in it. It was something like that, and it was just very things on paper that don't match.
That chocolate comes through, right?
Yeah, chocolate and booze right away.
Yeah, all I smell is chocolate. A little bit of the blueberry. I can't not tell you what elderberry smells like.
No.
So I get a berry smell. I would assume elderberry is close to blueberry.
They don't have elderberries at the Rogers Park Food Mart.
I've never even seen
They don't.
How do you buy you're just snacking on some dried elderberries.
You're like,
Trader
man.
Joe's, where's their elderberries?
You just face smash some elderberries, like, man, this shit's gonna go good with my blonde ale.
But that chocolate comes through.
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of rum, but that's tough.
That's an interesting double barrel play.
Rum. No, it's rum and rye whiskey barrel. So rye whiskey, yeah.
Yeah. So this sounds like 2 different barrels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little blend. A berry blend and a barrel blend.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give it a try. Holy shit.
Man. Man.
Wow.
Yo.
That was not what I thought it would taste like.
That's a mind fuck right there, bud.
I was expecting something very, maybe thick and, I don't know, chewy?
Yeah, and almost like when you put fruit in a beer, it always potentially could be like medicinal, right? With the berries. But man, this is just so pleasant and groovy.
This is closer to juice-like. It has that like stickiness that you would find in like a blueberry juice, but it's very sweet. It has just a hint of chocolate that kind of like maybe balances it out nicely. Man, holy shit.
These are like, yeah. Man, it's chocolate covered berries, man. Chocolate covered, ripe chocolate covered berries.
Yeah, maybe that's the way to.
Yeah, this is delicious, man. Wow.
And this is 13%, or it's 12.75. So 13% really.
It's just enough of all the things,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Holy shit. Wow.
it doesn't remind me of wine, although it looks just like wine.
Yeah.
You know? It reminds me of a chocolate stout with berries. Not no. Let me take that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a chocolate ale, a barrel-aged chocolate ale with berries. Right, because it's got a pleasant mouth.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't coat or anything. It's just kind of, man, it hits all the marks. What the fuck is this, man?
I don't know. Opening this up now, I am now tempted to know, can I buy more of this? Like I think my mom would love this beer.
Dude.
Like,
yeah.
She is a wine drinker and definitely loves chocolates. So I think this would be like perfect for her. This is like the perfect mom beer. Like I don't know. Like I feel like most moms would love this beer. If you're like,
yeah, if they follow you, because if your mom follows you, it's probably on Facebook, and she's seen you do all this weird beer shit.
Right. She's like, I don't really like beer.
And she's like, well, bring me the one that tastes like wine. Bring me the sweeter one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, you never bring her anything. But, you know.
Like, you can try this one. You're not going to like it.
Yeah.
And sometimes she likes it, but this would be one. Yeah. Wow. This is.
Lady Luminada. Yeah. This is great. We were talking about, 2 episodes ago, like because this is year end, we're thinking about all the best beers we had. I mean, this is right there, dude.
This is stands out now.
This is right there. I'm very impressed with this.
Yeah, I don't. Over at Cruz Blanca, they're always doing a lot of interesting things. This was their first time doing a bottle release kind of series, especially. I know they've released some other beers, but this is the first time they did this like kind of event for it.
Yeah. I get a little fig, a little butterscotch, but there's something about it. I'm trying to put my finger on it that keeps it from being overly sweet, and also keeps it from being overly tart. It's just all these different flavors exploding like all at once. Yeah, it's really cool what they did, and I don't know how much of it is like the blonde base and just letting the barrel and the fruit do the magic. Mm-hmm. But man, I'd like to know if we ever hang out with them. I'm kind of curious to know how they ended up with that mix of ingredients, because that is a very pleasant beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one I tried was great. We have 2 more bottles. You'll probably see other beer reviews go up of those. Nick mentioned the Andre the Giant.
Ray Gordo.
Ray Gordo. So those will be coming at some point when we're,
Yeah, and we're not guys that just kind of hang out and spotlight beers and be like, oh my God, I love your beer, right? We don't typically do that here.
We enjoy beer. There are very few that were like, gross.
We were like, there's just too much fucking booze in this. I think it was like Great Divide.
Yeah.
We were like, one of those beers was like, man, this is way too much fucking oak, way too much booze in this. Yeah. That's a really fun beer. This is delicious.
And when it's a Chicago brewery doing it as well. Although I don't know where. Well, this was probably brewed there. I don't know where it was probably packaged there and everything.
Probably.
Yeah.
They were saying the Haymarket guys last year.
Blanca.
They were saying Haymarket said that they bottled Claire's Thirsty Ale at
Cruz Blanca?
At Cruz Blanca.
Oh, okay.
So I think a lot of stuff they're doing is there.
And the new cans, they're getting canned over at Great Central.
Oh, Cruz Blanca is?
Cruz Blanca's cans that you can now buy in the store.
They're ready for the takeover. They're ready to flood the streets.
Yeah, and they're gonna give some people like Five Rabbit run for their money, right? Like this beer, I think Five Rabbit makes some really good beer, but if Five Rabbit came out with this too, man.
Yeah. It's weird to say, but the chocolate is keeping everything in check. You know.
The chocolate starts to come through a little more towards the end there, as maybe at the bottom of your glass, like you start to get a little more of that.
So wait, so this was a Black Friday release?
Yes. Man. I believe it was Saturday.
Okay. Yeah.
So Black Friday, I went and got Procrats instead of the Goose Island beer, from Off Color, and then Saturday I went over here for this release.
Imperial Blonde with blueberry, elderberry, Xoco chocolate.
You're just like blown away at like what's in this beer, right?
Yeah. It's very interesting. Yeah, and we were talking about, because we went to Uppers and Downers last year, and it was kind of a coming out party for Cruz Blanca, because they were doing, they had like 7 beers, and they were really doing stuff that all the other guys weren't interested in doing. They were interested in having a showcase at this festival, and then they've been on my radar ever since then. And then if you're ever in West Loop, you do the 1-2 step. You go to Haymarket, you walk a couple blocks over, you go to Cruz Blanca. Especially if you got a party at Goose, you definitely do those. If you're doing one thing in West Loop, it's probably Cruz Blanca. If you're going to Goose next,
Whoa,
right?
You're taking Cruz Blanca over Haymarket, huh?
I love Haymarket. Haymarket, but I like the excuse to. I like the excuse of going to Cruz Blanca when I'm on my way to Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The role would be, you do brunch at Haymarket.
Yeah.
Then you do lunch at Cruz Blanca, because the brunch at Cruz Blanca is really good, but I think the lunch suits itself better as like a couple tacos, and then you work your way to the brewing district. And you kind of
because it is you're right. I forget about the whole Chicago brewing district.
Right, and then you can kind of figure out food, either order or you go to Twisted Spoke or something like that.
No, you're talking Cobra Lounge.
Cobra Lounge.
Not
Twisted Spoke.
Right.
All Rise.
Yeah. I got you. All Rise. Yeah, that's interesting too, because like just across the expressway, Ogilvy Transportation Center for Metra and Union Station for Metra. So if you need something to do on the weekend and you're coming in from the burbs, you take one of those lines, you come downtown, and that's your route.
Right.
It starts at Haymarket. Stop 2 after Haymarket is Cruz Blanca, and then the brewing district.
But if you flip it, you do Haymarket last, and you grab a crawler or a growler to go for the train.
Oh, good call. And then just go district.
Just go to Cruz Blanca, get food and get some base and some beers, and then go.
And then go to the district.
Yeah, and then
on the way back,
hit up Haymarket for something to go.
Yeah.
Because they offer that maybe better than some of the other spots, and it's closer to the train.
That's true. And
So there you go.
I like that.
Man, this beer, it's good. I'm sad I only have one.
Man.
Right? Like this may be the only time I drink this beer.
Now I'm gonna have to go by there and see if there's any left. I'm gonna have to do that now.
Nice. All right, cool. If you can make it to Cruz Blanca, definitely check them out. If they have any of this series still on tap, they're like Mexican wrestler series.
It's like the Luchador.
Series. Check it out. It's very cool. Awesome names. Great people over there.
What size is this bottle, man? 500? Oh yeah, 500.
Yeah. So it's I think it's a perfect size for two people to share the 13% beer.
For sure. Waterproof label. It's got the little bunt in the bottom. For
No, the label looks really good. It's like shiny and nice. Like it's a.
Yeah. Nice work, Cruz Blanca.
I don't know. Can't say enough good things about this beer. All right, let's get out of here.
Right on.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.